Flightpath is for developing projects that run in an automated production data file landing zone. Each project is usually created for just a single data partner. A data partner could be a buyer, a seller, a data service provider, or a similar source that regularly sends you data files. When data arrives, it is registered. Then we validate and/or upgraded the data by running a set of CSV path statements deployed as a group. The result of a run is trustworthy data and metadata, output that can be safely used by downstream systems. Of course, some data will not pass validation. In those cases, the resulting metadata explains why the data did not pass. Let's look at how to manually trigger a run from within Flightpath. Manual production-like runs help you during development and testing. I'll start with a new project. To create that, I click the project's drop-down at the top right. I select Create New Project. I'll call the project Building. In the project, I click on Examples. These are a few files that are automatically added to every new project. We'll use the headers examples. In headers, I open the missing CSV path file. I'll delete one of the two statements just to simplify things a bit. The statement I'm keeping finds lines with missing data. This is a very simple test that comes up a lot in real data operations. I click Ctrl+S to save the file. Then I right-click and select Run. The statement runs against the test data file indicated in the comment at the top. You can see that projects.csv is our data. In the printouts, at the bottom of the center, I find that one line had missing data. Let's change the statement so that it collects good lines, not bad ones. I do that by changing return mode to matches. Now when I run the statement against the data, it returns 16 lines of valid data. That's perfect. To do a production-like run, I need to do three things. 1. Register my data. 2. Load my CSV path statements file as a statements group. And 3. Run the statements group against the data to get a result. These are quick things to set up. Our files are ready, let's do it. First, to register or stage my data, I right-click on the projects.csv file and select Stage Data. In the dialog that opens, I'll give the name Projects. Then I click Stage. You can see my file registered in the top right window. I've made projects.csv available for runs. Next, I'll load my CSV path statements group. To do that, I right-click Missing Example CSV Paths and select Load CSV Paths. I'll use the name Missing and click Create. Now you can see the projects named file in the window at the top right. You can see the CSV Paths group Missing below it in the middle right window. We're ready to manually trigger our test run. In production, a run would happen automatically by a webhook or programmatically. But here, we're just making sure our run works in a development environment. So now I can right-click either the stage data or the CSV Paths group and select New Run. I'll use the group. In the Run dialog, I make sure that my data projects is selected and my statements group Missing is also picked. The default run method is usually the best, so now I'm ready. I click Run. My run shows up in the Run tab of the window at the lower right. This is the results window. The run completes all but instantly because the data and validation statement are tiny. You can tell the run is complete when the icon turns green. Let's have a look at the results. I click the Results tab. We see a missing directory. Our results are always named the same as the CSV path group that created them. Inside Missing, we see another directory named by a timestamp. This is the run directory. We just have one set of results, but if I do the run again, I'll have more. I open the run directory to see the results of the run. Within the run directory is a directory called Missing. This is the CSV path statements results. Each CSV path statement can have an identity. The identity is set using a metadata field named ID in its comment. Setting the ID is optional. If you don't give your statements IDs, they will be named by their index, 0, 1, 2, and so on. Now I dig into Missing, and I see the standard result files, data, errors, manifest, meta, printout, and vars. First, and often most importantly, data.csv holds our matches. Matched lines are the ones where our rules evaluated to true. While you can match on either bad or good lines, here we matched on the good data. Our file contains the expected 16 lines. Next, errors.json Has any errors our run encountered? Since we didn't encounter any built-in validation errors, and we also didn't raise any errors in our rules, this file is empty. Manifest.json holds information about this particular CSV path's run within the larger context of the whole run. It tells us the identity of the data, where the file it lives in is stored, what CSV path files were used, and other details. There are two types of data in meta.json. One type is the metadata fields found in the CSV path's leading comment. These metadata fields can do many things, as well as act as tags and documentation. We'll dig into that another time. Below the metadata, you can see the runtime data. This block is for settings and indicators that are found or set at runtime. For example, the running matches count and time consumed per line. The next file, printouts, contains all the print function and error function output. Printouts give you a way to report on errors found, running counts, or provide summaries in a human-readable format. Lastly, vars.json is the final state of the values of any variables used in the run. CSV paths can use variables to help implement rules that can reduce or eliminate human data checks. They can also be used programmatically in downstream processes. And there you have it. We staged data, loaded validation and upgrading statements, and did a production-like test run. The results we received back were detailed and provided in forms that aid both human-driven and automated downstream processes. There is far more you can do. This is just a first look at the possibilities.